videos, right? Looks like we're having some issues. Looks like maybe I'm the issue. I haven't live streamed for a while, so I'm probably screwing something up. No big deal, right? No big deal. Let me take a look at these settings here. Whatever. I'm not sure. I broke it. That's the only thing I can guesstimate right now, is that I broke it somehow, some way. Anyway, this is going to be a tutorial video. So if you guys are looking for videos that are going to kind of walk you through some of the basic things that you should know for help desk or entry-level IT work, that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. Leave me a thumbs up. Do something. I'm so frustrated that this YouTube thing's not working, but whatever. If there's anybody in the chat, hello. I hope you're all doing well today. There's a new video. Oh, no, stop. There's a new video coming out tonight, 7 p.m. We're doing a premiere. This is not right at all. Anyway, let's talk about Windows Task Manager. I'll probably be re-recording this in a more official video, but I figured I'd just live stream it because I'm just trying to walk myself through how I would create the video. Maybe it'll work out well and I can kind of edit this up and repost it. But the purpose of this, again, is to help anybody out, any of you guys out who are looking to get into the IT field, or you're just looking to understand some of the basics. Things that you should know. And what you're often going to find is that getting into IT, 95% or more of the time you're going to be stepping foot into some type of Windows environment. Windows is used just everywhere. Now, yes, of course, Linux is one of the most widely used operating systems because of servers and IoT devices and all that stuff, and Linux is definitely great to learn. Windows is going to be something that you will often find yourself supporting no matter what. So there's some basic things that I'll be going over with this series. I'm trying to restart the series, and if it doesn't work out, sorry, I just got a text message I had to read. If it doesn't work out here, I'll create a completely new channel and just post these types of videos there. But anyway, let's talk about this because I'm rambling way too much. I apologize. So in future videos, we're going to talk about a lot of the things that you'll find when you right-click on the Start menu in Windows 10 and Server. We can pull up a server while I'm thinking about it, because if I don't, some of the stuff might not make as much sense. So let me pull up this server and get that loaded. Today's video, we're talking about just the Task Manager. So we'll be able to compare between the two. So there's multiple ways that you can get to Windows Task Manager. You can do Control-Alt-Delete and it'll pull it up. I'm not going to try that because it might screw up the video in some way. So my preferred method always is just right-clicking on the taskbar, doing Task Manager. In the other video I do, we'll talk about different shortcuts and things like that as well. But we just want to kind of get this, I just want to get a feel for this. See if it's something that I like, that I enjoy doing, the tutorial stuff. So in this Server 2019 VirtualBox VM that I have spun up here, we can do the same thing, right click and click on Task Manager. I always like to click on more details, and you will too, because you'll want to understand and see everything that's running. So Task Manager is it's a tool that's used so often, especially when troubleshooting. Like, you're going to pull up Task Manager quite often to see whether there's a process or service that is just going absolutely berserk. Maybe there's an application that's just utilizing a crap ton of resources, and you can't figure out why. You're not sure. You can always kill that process. So we'll talk about that a little bit, and then we'll kind of go from there. So one of the things that I think is most important that you guys should understand is, and it's something that you should do very frequently, is even install Windows on any machine that you can. Download VirtualBox, install multiple distributions of Windows. So you can download like Windows 10, you can download Windows Server. It's pointless to download anything older than that, besides like Server 2012 maybe, or Server 2016. the first thing that you should do to just kind of get a nice understanding is on a fresh install of Windows, if you pull up the Task Manager, what processes are running. Now you can kind of go through this list and you guys will see mouse errors. You go through this list, you guys can see here's all of the processes that are currently running in some form, some way, whether they started or are continuously running on a fresh install of server. I mean, I did kind of put like this is a domain controller, so there was a few things that were done, so there might be some additional services running on this one specific. So for the future video, remind myself that I need to do a fresh install. But this is almost a fresh install. There's no types of other applications or software installed on this machine. So getting back to it, the processes is something that you're going to want to take a good look at and have a good understanding of. These are all of the different types of processes that are running on a fresh install. Now you're trying to take a mental note of all this stuff. Now I know it's a lot. There's a lot to look at, but I assure you, like after you're in the field for a couple years, and you're going into the Task Manager often, you're going to see all these things and you're going to start looking them up at some point, because you're going to find that especially there's one, service host, it might show up as like SVC host, maybe Windows 10, or this one, it doesn't have, it could have been Windows 7 only, but I'm pretty sure it's the service host. But you're going to be like, why are there so many? What is going on? Like, you're going to start looking up these things because at some point, one of these, for some stupid reason, is going to be utilizing a ton of memory. So you'll look that service up. And then you're going to find, of course, other services that might be utilizing a lot of resources. And I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but I'm trying to gauge my bearings here on how I want to do this. Because I'll be watching this video later to see what I need to fix. You'll start to notice different services that are running, right? You'll see that some services utilize a lot of resources. And if I go back to my main machine here, you guys can kind of see utilizing 34% of my memory. And if we go through here, you can see OBS, which is recording this and distributing this live. That's the software that we use for this, for live streaming. It's using almost 300 megs of memory just to do this. You'll see Google Chrome. I have 9 tabs open, and it's utilizing 580 megs. So half a gig in Google Chrome alone. That's just absurd.
Here's a result from the web.
Oh my goodness. Because I said Google, my phone is like freaking out on me. Excuse me. And then Discord. Discord's using 275-ish megs of memory. But it's important to notice these. It's important to take mental note as you are going into a business environment. People are going to be utilizing Microsoft Office or some very specific applications and services related to those specific jobs. Maybe you're supporting like a graphic design company, so you're going to have somebody who's going to have Photoshop and Premiere open, and we can pull these up in real time here. You guys can see how much memory those start to draw as well. So it's important to take note of these, how much, how many of your computer's resources are being used for specific applications. Now, somebody who works in graphic design, for instance, or in video editing, they're always going to have Premiere open or Photoshop open. And the more that they're doing in those programs, the more resources that they are going to use. And you'll start to see your memory ticking up and your CPU usage ticking up, and even your disk usage, spiking up at times as well. It's important to just kind of note, what is normal. And again, as you're supporting these and seeing these on a day-to-day basis, you'll see what a normal is. And if somebody, an end user calls you and says, hey, my computer's running really slow, I'm trying to edit a video, you can look and see, well, hey, maybe if you killed Google Chrome, which I would do, but I'm not going to because I have my chat up here. Let's say we wanted to kill Office because it's using 100 megs, right? I don't care about Office. You just click on it and then you click End Task. IS Boxer Toolkit, that's something I use for when I'm playing a game. We can just, click on that and click End Task. Discord. I'm not doing anything with Discord right now. It's using a lot of resources. Click on it, End Task. that stops the process, that stops the application from running. So now you just freed up some more resources. So again, what I'm kind of getting at is I'm kind of showing you based off my own computer, right, and what we do there, what I do specifically. But you'll see on a fresh install of Windows, you're going to have a specific list of processes and apps that are pretty much constantly running. It's just important to note what those are, what a typical usage looks like for those specific applications. And then like one thing that you could do is on a fresh install is start installing applications one by one. So install Google Chrome, pull up Google Chrome, pull up a web page or two, note how much of your resources are being used for that. And Google Chrome is just a resource hog, so you'll experience that. Excuse me, sorry. Start installing I don't even know. Start installing Office. Pull up each different Office application. Take mental note of how many resources are being used there as well. So now I'm hoping as I go back and rewatch this, I'll be able to articulate my words a little bit better, but I really wanted to challenge myself to this and do it live, because why not? Why not? So that's kind of like, this is the first thing that you'll notice when you pull up Task Manager. That's kind of the start. That's what's important to note about Task Manager is this is the very first screen within the application tool resource that you'll see. What does it mean? Well, I think I kind of went over that fairly well. If not, the next video will do a good job of it, hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not even paying attention to the chat, so I'm sorry. You guys can ask questions. I'm just not sure that I will be able to see them right away. But yeah, fundamental guy, go ahead and ask an in-depth question. That's fine. IT Pro, new hair. No, well, I mean, I've been growing my hair out for like the last 2 years because I'm going to cut it off when it gets to the appropriate length and donate it to children with cancer. That's my whole thing with my hair. I've always wanted to have long hair my entire life, and everybody was always against it. Now I finally just said, you know what? I'm getting older. I want to do it, and I've always wanted to donate my hair to people with cancer, and I feel like kids with cancer will definitely find the most use out of it. I feel like, I mean, not whatever, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, on to the next tab, performance. Again, this will just kind of give you a nice rough overview of resources that are being used in a nice graph form. So you can see here on this virtual machine, CPU usage hardly being used. The memory, well, of course, because this is a server, and I only allocated a couple gigs here. A lot of RAM's being used. If we compare to my personal computer here, that's this one here. Oh, everything just disappeared on me. You can see CPU usage is at a steady 15%. That's mainly because, if we go back to our processes, we can see, excuse me, sorry. We can see and sort by what is utilizing the most resources. So CPU, VirtualBox is utilizing the most, 8% of our processor to run VirtualBox. OBS Studio using 2% of our CPU to do everything that's doing there. And you're going to see, as this list kind of shuffles, as more resources are being allocated to different applications and services and things like that, it fluctuates. And that kind of relates back to this right here, right? You're going to see the CPU. It's going to... Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. Sorry. So yeah, you'll see CPU usage within this graph fluctuate as well. And, it gives you a lot of information here. Speed of the processor, of course, the utilization percentage, processes, threads, handles, uptime. Computer's been on for 6 hours, so it's just a great way to get some information, right? You have your memory. Again, if you go back to processes, you could sort by memory, what's utilizing the most. Again, as different applications and services are running, you can see your memory fluctuate as well. Go back to this, you can see all of the disk usage. I have, 4 different disks in here. My goodness, let me mute this real quick so I can get a good cough. Wow. Hopefully that makes it better. That's terrible. Whew. All right, then we can go down to Ethernet. Again, shows you how much bandwidth you're burning through. And yeah, I'm burning through a lot on the upload because I'm doing this live stream. So it's definitely going to spike up there pretty high. GPU, that is partly being utilized here by OBS. And you'll see that, again, fluctuate, of course, if you're doing games or anything graphic intense, Premiere, Photoshop, things like that as well. Oh, my goodness. I feel like I'm just going to go on a coughing fit. I think it's just been a long time since I've I've talked, especially this much, because I don't tend to talk this much. Fundamental guy, what's my opinion on going to tech school for 10 months and get A+, Security Plus, Network Plus, or studying solo and try to get a job after A+? Well, my opinion is that for what you're looking to do, if you're looking to just start a job, you could get the A+, Security Plus, Network Plus in 10 months without going to school. Like, join IT Pro TV, CompTIA, Professor Messer has free videos. There's so many great resources out there that you can use, to study this material, and you can save yourself a ton of money by utilizing those free or fairly cheap resources and then purchasing the certifications. So I'm not sure how much the tech school cost, but if you were to compare in a year, you can get, say, I'm just going to use, for instance, like IT Pro TV, their premium membership, I think is like $400 or $500. Don't quote me 100%. It's $400 or $500 a year, maybe, for their membership, and you get access to all of their material. So that's, again, let's say $500. Each certification costs, like $300 or so. So there's an additional $600. So you're looking at $1,100 if you purchased a year's worth of subscription and then the certifications. But I think you can even get those discounted if you buy it in a bundle. So you could probably do all right. You could go actually buy the certifications through IT Pro TV, and they offer like a 10% discount too. But if I was trying to save money, the route I would take is joining any one of the e-learning platforms and buying the certification vouchers outright. Sorry. Try being forced to continue using IE in an enterprise setting. Yeah, I've been there. William Newberry, what do I think about companies asking potential employees to record a video of themselves? I think that's a great idea, actually, but that's coming from me, who's on video all the time. But I think being on video, it shows a lot of your character, your personality, and of course, people are very uncomfortable on video if they've never done it before. So it just kind of breaks down an even bigger barrier for a lot of people, being that comfortable to do something like that. I think I have more thoughts to that, but meh. Vincent Kemery, hey man, just want to say thank you for inspiring you to study up. You go for an IT help desk position. You're studying up with IT Pro TV now for your own CCNA and A+. That's awesome, man. Congrats and good luck. IT Security Labs, what's up, boss? You're saying United Health Group asks you to answer interview questions in video form. You record yourself. That's solid. I'd have fun with that. I would enjoy that. Ryan, you're doing a great job. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Fundamental guy, that's what you think too, plus 10K in debt from the school. Feel like you end up in the same job regardless. So very true. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Ryan, you say, hopefully I don't have Ebola. Yeah, hopefully I don't have anything. Vile Poison Evil, you did A plus 1001 test this week and came close to a pass, but you failed, and you're also sitting 102 next Tuesday, 1002. Well, good luck. I'm sorry that you did not pass the first one, but I didn't pass my Security Plus the first time, and that was my biggest motivator. Like, I'll say this 1,000,000,000 times. Like, I'm so happy that I failed the Security Plus the first time because it really opened up my eyes to the entire process, like much more. So I know as I'm going to look into more certifications, I'll feel much more comfortable going in the next time around. I'll also have a better idea on how I personally should prepare for certification. InfoSec Pat, what's up, my boss? How you doing, buddy? Oh, another big cough. It's terrible. Anyway, let's go back to this because I'm failing over here. App history, you're going to find this in Windows 10. You don't see this in Windows Server, at least the standard default view. But this will just go show you what applications were running, how much the CPU was utilized, like time-wise for these applications. I don't know why I had Edge open. I think something opened on accident. Microsoft Photos. That's interesting. Interesting. Network usage for those apps as well. Now the next tab. Oh. Here in Server, we could talk about this real quick. In Windows Server, especially like if you're on like a terminal server or something, and you go to users, you're going to find all the users that are logged into that terminal server. Even like just for enterprise, say this domain controller, you can have sometimes multiple people logged in, different accounts, not advisable by any means, but it will show you the list of users who are logged into that computer. We'll save the detail. We got users over here too. You would see the same here with Windows 10. If you have multiple users logged in, or you logged in, did a switch user, it could show you that as well. But let's talk about startup. That's some Windows 10 nonsense over here, right? Let's get that over here. Startup. I despise this. Like, I hate applications that enable a startup, that are enabled on startup. So meaning, anytime you restart your computer, start your computer, as soon as you log in, there's gonna be a list of applications that run as soon as that computer boots up. So common thing that you're gonna see or hear from end users is every time I turn on my computer or restart it, it takes forever to boot up. It takes forever for me to do anything as soon as I get logged in. And this is where you can go to resolve that. You could basically disable all of the things, unless you're in a specific setting that requires Adobe, right? You might want to have the Adobe services running at startup if that's something that they utilize often, especially if it's checking for updates and things like that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, anyway, as you guys can see here, here's all of the things that were at some point enabled for startup after they were installed. So Discord, when you install Discord, it is enabled on startup. So again, as soon as you log in the computer, Discord starts. I don't like that. I hate when applications start up and you're sitting there waiting for these stupid prompts because you got Discord loading, and then you have Microsoft OneDrive popping up, and you have Teams popping up and trying to load. Twitch, if you guys are gamers, that stuff annoys the crap out of me. So you come in here and you disable it. It's the same thing you could do in an enterprise setting as you guys are installing more applications on the computers, and you'll find that a lot of them will be enabled at startup, and if somebody's complaining, all you have to do is come to it. Let's see, we can disable that one. Click on it and then click disable. And if you want to re-enable it, of course, you can just click on enable. Now we can go to details. Where's our VM at? There it is. So again, here is more information on applications or services that are running. You can utilize this as well. As you get to more advanced positions or start doing more advanced things within an enterprise, utilizing PowerShell and things like that, the PID will come in handy to kill applications, start applications or services. And you'll kind of see, you'll start to understand as you're getting into these higher positions or having more responsibility where this detail screen could come in handy just to kind of reference from. But another great way to see, what's running, and you can kill things, obviously, as well, besides the ones that are saying not allowed. Services. This is another great tab because these are all of the specific services that are running on a computer. If this was a print server that we were on, you might find yourself quite often restarting the spooler. It's not there. Does this one have it? No, maybe not. No. Did they rename it? What? Am I lost? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna have to look at that. Why? Somebody's gonna correct me. Where's it at? Spooler. Come on. There it is. Spooler. God. It's been a while since I had to do anything with the print spooler because I don't print at my house. I don't have a printer here. I hate printing. Anyway, back at hand. You find that even on a computer, you can restart the print spooler. If you right-click on it, you can do a restart. And it restarts kind of the printing process within a computer with the whole entire service that manages printing. So anytime you hit print, it goes through the spooler there to the printer, right? If something gets hung up, which often it does because printing is stupid and dumb and I hate it and it should be banned forever, you can restart the spooler. Anyway, you'll find with many different servers in an enterprise environment, you'll often see what maybe a specific server has a specific application that's running all the time, and it may have services associated with that. And you'll find maybe if specific application or program that you're using is trying to send data from one machine to another, or I can't think of another good example off the top of my head, but you'll often see that there's some type of service associated with that you can stop, restart, etc. to get it working again. Again, this is something that you should take a look at on a fresh install of Windows because it's going to give you a good idea of the typical services that you'll see running on a computer. So again, as you start installing more applications, you'll find that there are going to be, more services associated with that. I think I saw like a Razer service, which would probably be, Razer service. This is associated with like my keyboard. I think I got this Razer. Yeah, I'm using the Razer one. Had to make sure. I go between two keyboards on my computer. But anyway, you can keep going through the list. Just start associating these different services to the applications that they're for. Just a good general kind of understanding, right? So this was kind of just a quick, not even quick. This is like taking me forever, but this is just an overview of Task Manager, Windows Task Manager. I'm going to do a more streamlined video for this, something that's just put together a little bit more, just so it all makes sense. Because I rambled on and answered a bunch of questions. But, yeah. Christian, am I doing a video today on the city to live in for tech? Yeah, tonight at 7 p.m. you guys can find the new video where we talk about the top 20 cities to live in if you want to work in IT, or top cities to work in IT, blah, blah, blah. You get my drift. Sorry. Let's pull this chat over so I can try to catch up with y'all. Kevin C., does certs matter a lot in industry? You heard both sides, so what is the real answer? Certs are always going to make a difference. Whether somebody sees that or not, in one location you apply for, somebody else might see value in your certs. But at the end of the day, like, having a certification should be valuable to you personally. It's an achievement. It shows that you at least understood and comprehended whatever it is that certification was on. So I'm a big fan of certifications. Tiago, you're doing the Google IT Cert now, finishing the second part and starting to study for A+ on the same time. Love my tips and videos. Thanks for that. You are very welcome, and good luck to you. Yeah, good luck, man. Ty Coker, what's up? Thank you for all I do. Actually, just recently just landed your first IT position since you started watching my videos. Couldn't have done it without me. That's crazy to hear. Congratulations to you. That's awesome. And thank you for the kind words. I do appreciate that. It's just crazy. Cam, just want to say a massive thank you for your series. You're very welcome. GamerDude22, Discord is such a resource hog. Yeah, it is. It's annoying. But I got 32 gigs of RAM on my machine, so I don't really care. Like, I don't. It's whatever. William Newberry, you have a Google IT support certification from Coursera and you're trying to get your foot in the door in the field. What should I focus on? Apply for everything. Just apply for everything. InfoSec Pat, you're asking me if I'm going for the CH or other certs. I'm currently going through a certified ethical hacker course through TestOut. I'm going to pick up on that again next week, but I'm super stoked about that. So we'll see what that leads to. Entertainment Alley Nick, printers have an embed computer system in it, somewhat archaic, considering how far tech has come. They are all glitchy. Printing is obsolete. Stop printing. Nobody needs to print anymore. Stupid. Fundamental Guy, do you think you could pass the A+ just off of Professor Messer videos? People have done it. They have. I mean, there's plenty of people who have done it. What time zone am I in? I'm in Central Time Zone. Gamer Dude, you're stuck behind an archaic system at work. You don't even use Active Directory at all. What? You feel like you're wasting your time not learning anything at your job. Sounds that way. The original Turd Bird. Nice. How's my search for a host partner going? It's going okay. There's actually somebody in the chat right now who might be hosting. Sorry. So, yeah, it's going all right. I have a couple people who have reached out quite vigorously to me about doing the hosting stuff. So I'm waiting for them to reply back with a video, like a demo type of video that we can use. And I'll start uploading those videos, and then people can kind of give feedback on who they like, and I'll give feedback on who I like. Maybe we'll just have a bunch of hosts. Maybe we'll just have a bunch of people come here and host IT career questions and share their thoughts, opinions, and information about IT careers and questions you might have. Certs alone won't get you a job, though. Certs give you a leg up when comparing with other candidates. Learn this the hard way. Yes and no. Sam Sai, thank you for sharing. You're welcome for sharing. What's up in the Netherlands there? Google won't let you change your name, so feel free to refer to you as TB. Gotcha, bud. Gotcha. So yeah, that was kind of my rough overview today of Task Manager. There's some things that I noted right after I said them that I want to fix and change. So if you guys want to see more videos, more tutorial videos, more hands-on videos, let me know. I probably won't put them here because I don't feel like they fit IT careers. But we'll create a separate channel where I can start making more stuff like this because I enjoy this. And something that I put out on LinkedIn just the other day, I've been interviewing for a training company. I've been going through the interview process now for the past couple of weeks or whatever, just kind of going back and forth doing things and blah, blah, blah. I had to submit a demo video to them. Excuse me. So right now I'm waiting to hear back. But I'm really excited about this opportunity. And, I may not even get the job. I might not become a trainer for this training company that I'm sure all of you have probably heard of at one point. And that's okay. It's all right if I don't get it because this has been like the most amazing experience that I've gone through just as far as getting me excited, motivated, and encouraged again. And it was a challenge for me, and I love challenges. So that's why I challenged myself today to create this video on Windows Task Manager and just kind of walk myself through the process on how I would actually create a real video for it, where I'm not interrupted by chat, even though I love you guys so much. I want to make something, good. I want to make good videos. That's what it's all about. Guy Thompson, you have a degree in accounting and you attended data science boot camp, but absolutely hate accounting. Started studying for Network Plus, then Security Plus, then wanting to move on to AWS. Any input? Sounds great, man. If that's what you want to do, I think that sounds great. Dwayne Thompson, you have a 2-year computer tech degree and you just passed your A+. What are entry-level salaries with both? It depends on your area. I can't tell you that because I don't know where you live. I don't know what businesses in your area pay. So that's what I know. Tiago, it's always nice getting some tips for help desk tasks. Many people such as I are still learning. Getting tips for that is always good. Awesome. That's kind of what I was leaning towards. I kind of want to provide like more hands-on tutorials and break things down in ways that would relate to an actual position. So if I could walk you through the task manager and tell you why it's important to utilize the task manager when you're troubleshooting, or how the task manager would be included in a troubleshooting step. Here's the things that you should know from task manager that can help you fix an issue, and things like that. It's really hard sometimes to tie a specific issue to task manager, but it's just a really good resource that you have to your disposal to understand more about what's going on with the computer, what types of things are actually running on the computer. Why is it running slow? Maybe anytime a computer is running slow, anytime I hear that, it's always pull up the task manager, see what applications are running. So pull up task manager, see what applications, processes are running, and why are they utilizing so many resources. If I kill Google Chrome, is it going to make my computer run faster? I mean, it's utilizing it's using a lot of memory. Look at all these different Google Chrome. It's using over a gig. It's this ridiculous. Anyway, in the next video that I do, we'll try to break this stuff down and help you guys out, because that's what it's about, guys. I just want to help you guys. That's it, you guys and gals. InfoSec Pat, I got this, brother. Positive thinking, thank you. Appreciate that. Cam, you have seen a job posted as ThurnLide sysadmin. What do I think that will entail? Basically anything else that a sysadmin is doing. Everything the sysadmin does. Third line could maybe mean third level. So like top tier sysadmin. Third line could also refer to like a backup sysadmin. That's kind of hard to tell without like actually seeing the job description. M. Flint, I'm doing great service. You wish you had this type of resource when you started your IT journey a few years ago. That's why I started doing this, is because people, when I was, we're in the working field, like people would come to me and ask me questions, like how did I get into IT? And I was like, man, there's got to be something out there for this. And there wasn't. And now there is. It's me. It's a me. EDT. Hey, Zach, thanks for all your help, man. You're doing your first half test of A+ on the 11th. All thanks to your help and videos. Your videos have been a good source for inspiration for me. Thanks. You are welcome. I'm so happy to help. Seriously, that's just amazing that I've somehow influenced you or helped you in some way. And now you're going to achieve success and go through an amazing process. So good luck to you. Entertainment Alley Nick, I think just watching one source, no matter how good the teacher is, one can certainly pass the ultimate exam. It is dependent on one's memory comprehensiveness of the subject matter. And then good luck with the job. Hope I get in. I hope I get in too. Some apps have a massive memory leak. Yeah, some apps definitely do. K-Smooth, you're in the military 8 years. Thank you for your service. I appreciate that. You have a TS, SDI, Security Plus, Network Plus, yada, yada, yada. Should you try your luck on the civilian side or stay military? Bro, that's all on you. Like, I personally, man, I think you'll always be able to find a job if you stay in the services. I think you'd be pretty solid with that as far as my understanding and what I've seen from people. So it's up to you, man. That one really is up to you. Chili Cap, what are some programs I would recommend for freelance support? Like, as far as what? Like, managing services, or like just any random application that can help with troubleshooting, or what? And my name is Zach. Z-A-C-H. Zach. That's me, I think. InfoSec Pack, maybe third shift if you were to think about it. I get that every day. How do I have time to get certs? I say make time. I love that I came across your channel. I love that you came across my channel too. And I missed Kevron's on Duncan. What's up, bro? Kevron's on Duncan. You get mentioned in tonight's video. So if you're still here watching this, in the video that's premiering tonight, I mention you firsthand, bro. I mention you. I talk about you. Like, it was just like a quick little thing, but you're in it. In it to win it, bro. Microsoft Exchange, Office 365, Windows Server, Office 365 again. VMware, it would be advantageous if you had exposure to SQL, PowerShell scripting. This is what it says for third line sysadmin. So it could be like a backup. I don't know. It's still hard to say. Third line just doesn't like make a lot of sense to me. In other words, it's hard for us normies to know the pros and cons of being in the military and comparing it to the public sector. For sure. It is. Like, I can only go based off of what I've heard from people. I have no idea what the military's like. Sorry. But anyway, that was a quick rundown. Not even a quick. I keep saying quick rundown. It wasn't a quick rundown. That was today's video. That was today's live stream. We're going to, make this a little bit better in another video. But if you guys want to see more stuff like this, leave a comment. Give the video a thumbs up or something. I don't know. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to that. Merch link in bio. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That's like an ongoing joke in my house because my kids love, or they used to love like Jake Paul and all that. And they would always at the end of their videos, merch link in bio. Like, whatever. Anyway. That's it for today, guys. I've had enough. Stay tuned for tonight's video, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Top 20 cities to live in if you want to work in IT. Take it easy.